to say, money never you own.
You without the enemy for the opportunity. Say, if you use a big platform to reach out to our followers as well. Yes, Wally, Obisaya, that is what it is. The House of Folk and our player have mutually parted ways this very afternoon. He is no longer a player of Accra House of Folk.
And see, I know concern because in the Moko Ton Giddy, he's no longer a player of House of Folk. And what kind of simple?
Yes, Wally, this is no fault of Accra House of Folk. And I say, it wasn't initiated from us. Also, a player gave reasons that personal reasons. So there, you have to respect it. And once there's something like this, that's you are not getting the best. That's something like this happens. What do you have to do? This is football. But this is where we find ourselves. So we only have to make sure that will continue to feel very committed and then continue to give their very best to the progress of the team.
Seth say no oba na wasan na say ohwetwetwe no na say praka kanso no ho.
Also ofi injury by and chair never call end in horror. Or injury it's based on medical advice. You shouldn't rush the player into play until you go through the rehabilitation process and the video on a physical trainers and SRTA training. They do baby and as integrity into the rest of the squad training until they got to this stage.
And so because as a man yabutra manu na
why yabutra
so be our injury ba no rehabilitation we no onya time kakra say nko betimi dia pick but
well the issue here is that the player has made a request. What do? You understand? Citing that a personal reason. Say say we are pushing him off with his injury. Then it's a concern. This is a club that play a player, taking care of all the medical bills, making sure that the medical team it's always on him, making sure that the right things should be done so that he gets back. And thankfully so, he went through all the stages, went through all the physical aspects of the training and other designed training regimes are designed man. Then he's getting back into the full team training as well. So I'm sure the club was very open to him. So I spoke to him today in Antonio office. He was very clear in his mind that he doesn't have anybody at the club and he doesn't have anything against the club.
Okay, by mutually parting ways, what went into this? Damages be or obi na say omutu escape man na say visa amawie ni na.
Well, if there's anything that he has to give to the club or the club has to give to him, all of those financial details, have been captured, and all of that will be sorted so that the two parties will go their separate ways peacefully.
Na moya na this time manya no ansa na season no kra before a season be sha se na kamaye.
Wale, okay, let me explain it this way because what is not Obisadi Ninano is geared towards asset. Yeah, player in the middle of a season. You understand? And that is not it.
Hello, Kwame.
Wale.
It is number them and you say bia me de to so there but time men as our conversation we call so and na season na sha se a obi abo as vo kran so enim da as it say yes transfer ban bi da mo so amuntimi ntobi kakra ho no why you no managing them and say ade ba chi bia money obi a mutually my party ways.
Wale, when he came to the office, the managing director had discussions with him, making sure that look, whatever that officially say personal, this is football, you have a career to fulfill and continue to play. Because we are there, that is the chosen career. We spoke to him, and I know that Mr. Titi Dramani tried several times in speaking to him as well. In Kenya, there should be mutual termination. What can I say? This is the stage that we have got into. It's rather unfortunate.
Okay. Now, recently, so no, as of FSC, challenges be with regulatory and then financial issues. Example, a transfer ban related to Salim Adams. Obeti update.
Salim Adams. Wale, what I know is that whatever that financial obligation between Hasselfolk and Salim Adam. Because Salim Adam, I mean, he and his agency now, everything has been resolved. There's no legal issue between Hasselfolk and Team Salim.
Okay. And I'm coach that I saw Koya on also as in the Sikabi Eka Quantum and also one in a year.
Yes, that's a mark of FIFA. FIFA has also given directive. And football on Saturday, yeah, the Mraso and once FIFA has given directive, and there are avenues that, as a club, you can also explore. I think that whatever that it takes for us to also continue to deal with it and make sure that we get to a comfortable end, the club is working patiently on that.
Tina said, man, no, my state of execution.
Well, all the aspects that we have to go through to ensure that Yan Tumra and NASA will not do anything against the legality of the rules. Yes, Hasselfolk will always make sure that we do that. We abide by whatever rules there are in football as directed by FIFA, but also making sure that we exhaust whatever process that there is that is possible so that we all go through.
Hasselfolk enough players say Kobase sa asutwe ne nkoniaba munto players on betin sustain team no.
Well, Osei squad that you press here, everybody that has followed us will tell you that this is not a bad squad. We have a quality team. You understand? And over the preseason, I go through the league, here, the determination, the teamwork, and the culture, any ideology, Mr. Dramani, building, and team, we are all very, very much positive. Say we'll be able to go through successfully. And don't forget that CCCA transfer window is closed. Into whatever be the situation, team be an top player. And when it gets to the mid-season, you have a first round, that's the EPA transfer window in January. Well, it is not mandatory. I put it in quotes. It's not mandatory, say, because the EPA window is a top player. It is so much determined by what the coach wants. If the coaches think that, look, maybe it's okay, what we have, we'll be able to go through till the end of the season, then we'll be able to bring somebody in. So great. If they also think that where we are, you have to bring in one person or two people, that is always determined by coaches. So for us, the squad that we have now, we are happy with it. We have confidence in them that they will be able to go through the entire season, depending on the decision from the head coach.
Okay. More season as a into the season, no, as an Koya farmer, a bit of disappointment. As I said, the other say, once when you couldn't be a so 11 wonders there, mobile bomb say you.
Well, no game will come easy. You understand? Sure, Yane Hohoi United. It didn't come easy. Yane Dreams FC will be over here. He also didn't come easy. Him be on a house of football via Sabi. Almost fun is there. They want to make a name for themselves. They want to have the bragging right, and I had to say that is the final of their final for them in the World Cup final. So they believe so much that if you are able to perform very well against Hasselfolk, your name and your image you shoot high. So you see, the players are aware Mr. Dramani, as experienced as he is, knows how to go about all of that, and he continually preaches all of that to the players. Senebea, young and parity any opponent, but make sure that game be able to be the focus is very clear and the ambition will be very much clear. So, yes, the first match we didn't win, but we didn't lose as well. At least when you're 1 point, it's better than 0, which is an improvement of what last season. First match, your boy was a share, and second match is your pop and you lose here. This time round, out of 6 points, you have 4 points, which for me, this is not a bad start. But we all understand that with hard work and good focus, we continue to build up on it.
Season go near the end, somebody top table no, and I said title challenge. The same city here.
Well, I always say that team Akesia is Accra House of Folk. Any competition you go in, you make sure that you are very much competitive as possible in every competition you go into and in every game that you play. Sabi, don't go into competition just for the numbers to be 18 and I said for the numbers to be 20. But you make sure that you take it game after game so that you don't invite any pressure on yourself. So that at the end of the season, how focused that you were, you'll be able to achieve something positive at the end of the season.
I'm always saying, Kaimu, there's a off season, no coach, near share somebody, you be trying, or say, if one Casabe, intino, idea of Abaji crew, into Omusu.
Well, if God, you always say, a quick year, I was at a Binu Macano, and quick years to us. I was saying a bit of cardon. And a business who swag. Or better to say, okay, a koi is your hair, a koi or hair. I say, or say, Bakubi book, no, they can't ask them. We know all of this. So, all what you have to do is that you continue to keep clear focus with the philosophy that the team has, led by the head coach, so that we'll continue to move on game after game. But when it comes, you only have to make sure that you don't allow yourself to be derailed by such comments and by such attitude from the outside world.
Oh, okay. Is it? I don't see in terms of infrastructure. Popi mani when a banner say fridge code dining in Amu.
Was it that they code dining?
Say fridge near condition code dining in Amana.
Oh, Wally, one him say, Oba Pubiba, what is there? No club has that in Ghana here. And I can tell you that it will rub shoulders with the best of academies around Africa and the rest of the world. But it is not just because I am saying it, but it is there and it is visible for everybody to see.
Wow, what is the latest? And I'm just fridge according to Namana matters and panning.
Well, it is not about only fridge. Whatever that footballers need to make them comfortable, whatever that technical people need to make them comfortable, whatever that workers of football need to make them comfortable to ensure that you give up your very best. It is there. You understand? Near any honor, we make sure that we continue to provide it so that the place will continue to be the best.
Wow. And then make us say, yeah, I know that I didn't share so by Biom say, Bangalo, Biom point is out there. Say, when you come home.
Now I've been too more. I'm going to come Bangalore.
Oh, sir.
I'm going to go on. Now I could do that.
There's no Fiona of your own.
What's it maybe?
Ufi, Ubangalo, do how the Belgium.
The call for Yejuma, the call for Yejuma. I mean, think of permanently. Oh, it's Bangalore, one of them, mount, and now you come fully. They will not fully yet.
Oh, okay.
Oba, never show a good answer.
And then my dad, for
Yejuma, so baby, we have football Juma here, and we find high.
Okay. Back when we have a catcher or supporters, and son, Major Quine.
You will live. I'm a former FDA so once again, and catcher supporters say. Yami Adoma Bemenda. There was match. Friday and 5 p.m. Yane Techuma 11 Wonders. Our Accra Sports Stadium. It is match day 3. Friday night football has come to stay with Accra House of Folk. The letter said everybody should take note. Friday, you know, fire support. And from Coca team Nechi, our Accra Sports Stadium. Then we are at the end of the 90 minutes. Yeah, you expect to say you been every team home and your coach stadium, you be coach, we all collectively be able to go home on a positive note.
Okay. Kwame Opare kasama for panyi edema Accra House of Folk nyame adoma say ebeto so edi nkomo saa se be amafo betia hu munwuma pa moye edi ama club no na say has news no ana amafo bebre na esu se nka se ba internet so eze bia nka be na has news portal no ho na mode hu konia ba e ba mo but I say ni nyina no say ubangalo ni nyama it now
Wale these are all things that will be coming out very soon. On the hard copy of newspaper and saying it is not patronized that way. So the electronic copies and then making sure that match day activities and all of that, everything is will be coming out